Good morning, I'm Pat Winter. Welcome to my channel. This morning I wanted to do a quick flip through of my latest tall thin journal, and it was inspired by PixieDustFiles, the butterfly kit. So let's get started. I used some vintage lace that was already sewn together, and it's a pink old aged lace, and an applique which I made. I tore a vintage dress which was just these flowers, beaded flowers, and each flower you can just tear out very easily because it's very old. And then a paper butterfly that I sewed a few beads to for the body. And I tied it with seam binding, and this is the closure, which is easily removable. And this kit is so pretty. Well, there's an add-on as well, which we all love add-ons with all the little special goodies to add. I did layer several vintage laces on the edges, which I hadn't planned on doing. I was trying to make it plain, but I can't seem to do that. So anyway, this is a very old lace. I thought that was just very pretty and delicate, like butterfly wings, so I added that to the front page. And just pictures of little butterfly girls that I had found in various kits. And these are from the kit, the Debrina's, her long tags, which are just beautiful in themselves. And I just added, on the wings, I just added some Wink of Stella, the gold. And on this, I made a little specimen, a little disc that has some movable butterfly charms and some little golden beads. And those are all printed on both sides for journaling cards. And here's a little vintage piece of lace with a crystal, Swarovski flat crystal. And a little flip out. And the little paper image, this is from Odulcina. She has the sets of several images, black and white, in her shop, Odulcina. And I just added lace here and there, and some vintage metallic trim, and some sheer old fabric. And a couple of pockets. These pockets are from, I think these pockets are from iralamijashop, I'm pretty sure. And I just printed off some of the cards from Debrina's kit, the butterfly cards, and I added tabs, and I can't remember whose tabs these are, but I added them to the card so they're easily removable. And I put a little chiffon or organza bow and some Wink of Stella in her hair. And up here is just some more pretty cards. And I wrote some inspirational verses because this particular journal is just going to be inspirational, and there's plenty of room to write in, so you can just jot down your thoughts. And just an old doily that I had dyed with avocado dye. And these are plain in her kit, but I used watercolors and just kind of colored them using the colors I used throughout this journal, and some vintage lace. And not all of the papers, I did source out a few other artists, design artists for some papers. And this, I believe, is Carrie Ann's from ShabbyArtBoutique, and it was a ping in one of her sets, and I used it throughout the journal. And here's some of the beautiful images in the PixieDustFiles kit, and I used them as journaling cards. And some more vintage lace and some washi tape. And a little butterfly dangle with some vintage lace. And this is, it looks like, or feels like coffee filter paper, but I don't think you can see it, but it's got flat circles like polka dots in it, and it's just a shipping paper that a friend sent me a gift for my birthday last month, and this was in it. And so I immediately thought journaling. So this is a butterfly that I printed on the matte clear sticker paper. And I just sewed on a few beads on a piece of vintage lace for a tab, more stickers, more vintage lace. And this is from ShabbyArtBoutique. This was a ping, and I just added a verse and put a little butterfly in her hand in Photoshop. This is a little applique I used as a tab. Avocado dyed paper, and another one of her cards with a inspirational saying, some vintage lace, another beautiful page. And I cut out excuse me, a large butterfly for the center, and just used one of the page tabs as a center dangle, and some more lace. And this is a stick pin, butterfly stick pin, that you can use for whatever you want, maybe even a sweater closure or something. And here's a pretty little card. I think this is Graphics Fairy, but I'm not positive. It's got a little metal butterfly charm. It's a journaling card. And I just used a ribbon as a belly band and some more of PixieDustFiles long tags or journaling cards, and a piece of vintage French metallic ribbon, and some more stickers, and another pretty card. And this is one of my favorite sayings, so I printed that off on a butterfly image, and the other piece of that packing paper. I love this. You can't tell I used some Wink of Stella throughout, but you can't, it probably doesn't pick it up. And this envelope is in the kit, and I just filled it with a couple papers. And these papers are ShabbyArtBoutique, and then I filled it with a lot of butterfly stickers. They're the see-through stickers, and a few flowers. I put that in the belly band, and then I cut out a lace paper on cardstock and used it as a pocket for some more. I just love this one. Some more of Debrina's cards. I put a little Wink of Stella here and there. And I colored some butterfly charms. That one has diamond rhinestones. And some more cards with the easy access tabs. A Wink of Stella. I don't think you could see them. Journaling cards. And there's another butterfly charm I painted. And I cannot remember whose kit this is. I don't know if it's Shabby Cottage or Already Made. I don't know whose kit this is, but I just printed on the back solid color for journaling cards, and the tuck I made from Specimen Slide from ShabbyArtBoutique. And this I had to add. It's just such a cute little butterfly girl. And this one, just added a little netting, put some Wink of Stella, and some more very old vintage lace. And another piece of cardstock I turned into a pocket to use for various butterfly journaling cards. And I made a little cluster here with vintage laces, a little applique, and a vintage mother of pearl button. And on the back page, I have this belly band, which I just did a little bit of painting on an old book page and printed off some more little cards. This is from a set from Michael's years ago, and so I thought that matched well. Now this belly band actually comes off, and it's a snippet, and you can cut them and use them, turn them into paper clips or what have you. And they're just like little, this is a piece of vintage jewelry and some or gelatin sequins, puff sequins, vintage, and the little mother of pearl buttons, an applique, some stamens, and a vintage lace, and another mother of pearl button. And then on the back I used my tag to tuck in a few tiny little, like little note cards that you could just use to jot a few dates, and a little inspirational rubber stamp. And I rubber stamped this little butterfly girl, and then I just added some vintage lace and some chenille to the body.